Hello there, and thank you very much for your interest in volunteering at Remote Ukraine. My name is Iman, and I started this project. Firstly, a little housekeeping. I'm working from home today, so you may hear a few screams and shouts from my 3-year-old and 2-month-old, so apologies for that. So, what I'd like to do is give you a quick summary of the goal of Remote Ukraine, update you on where we're at, and then highlight some of the opportunities that volunteers have at the moment in terms of roles and availability and so forth to see if there's a good fit with what you want to accomplish. So, firstly, a little bit of background. I own a software company called talentpools.io, and what we do is we enable any business to launch their own two-sided talent platform where people can post jobs and get matched to candidates who want to work. So we have about 30 clients in 11 different countries all over the world, and that's a solution that we're providing commercially. Now, the reason we got into this project was that our CTO is Ukrainian. He's still based in Ukraine, and I'm personally very close friends with him. Our families vacation together, and we have a emotional motivation to support this cause, and we wanted to do something that was meaningful. And we're a very small team. There's just 3 of us working part-time and 3 full-time in terms of our startup company, and we don't have a huge amount of money, but we do have the technology. So that's what we can do to contribute, is to provide our technology to help Ukrainian refugees and those displaced by the conflict to be able to find jobs. Now, there are lots of other great charities out there doing incredible work, helping people to survive the next day and the next week. And our goal is to help them to survive and to thrive in the next year or two by matching them with long-term, meaningful jobs. So where we're at the moment is that we launched the platform about 2 weeks ago, and immediately Ukrainian refugees started signing up and employers started posting their jobs. Matches were being made, jobs were being found, etc. We have around 5,000 refugees signed up. We have around 900 employers who've registered and over 1,000 jobs that have been posted. There's over 1,000 applications that have been made, job applications by refugees, and tens and tens of jobs have been found. We don't know the exact figure because it's a non-profit. We don't close the system. It's an open system. So anyone can hire anybody off the platform. So we don't know exactly, but we do know anecdotally from things people are telling us that the system is working. However, we've got to the stage now with the project that although it's making a meaningful impact, it's being limited by my personal and my team's personal capacity, in a sense that there are so many hours in the day. Until now, just to give you an example, we've been using Google Translate to provide support in Ukrainian to Ukrainian workers all over Eastern Europe. Not obviously we don't speak Ukrainian, and there's some limitations. So now what we've done is we've created a team of volunteers who want to do something. They have expertise in particular areas and they have their time, and that's the most valuable thing they can give, and it is very valuable and we can really use it. So we've got a team of people now who are contributing in different ways, and one of the things they're doing, let me just list all the actually, let me give you a quick example of how the system works, and then I'll tell you about what roles are available. So the way it works is the Ukrainians register a profile and they upload their CV or provide some information about themselves. The more information they provide, the better, of course. Then they can search for jobs. They click apply and they leave a cover letter, and that gets forwarded to the employer. When the employer posts their job first, and when the employer finds someone they want to hire, they can either hire them directly and handle all the legals themselves, or they can use one of our partners, which is a employer of record company who can hire them in any country in the world, take care of all the taxes, all the legals, all the contracts, and the employer who posted the job just pays the money. So that's how it works end to end. And then we're working with some charities like RefuAid and Techfugees to support them to find accommodation and visas, applications, and so forth once they've found a role. Now, in terms of the roles, there are a number of different roles available. There are, for example, country managers. We have people handling France and Spain, but all of the other European countries, particularly Eastern European countries, it would be very useful to have somebody who could say, look, I speak Polish, I'm Polish, I want to help. I'm going to take care of everything in Poland. That would include reaching out to media, reaching out to business networks, providing support to businesses on how to use the platform. There's also kind of project management roles for our whole team, then social media promotions. There are roles to provide support to Ukraine. I mean, if you speak Ukrainian, that's a major value add that we need support with at the moment. And there's a number of different roles that I'll list later on in this form that you see. If you can give a general idea of when you're available and how much time you have, that would be great. Some of it is just being available to answer calls. Some of it is being available to to schedule calls and to speak with people. Others are just, excuse me, whenever you have time to do some research or whenever you have time to compile a list of business networks in a particular country. There's even an hour of time is useful, but just in terms of project management, it's really useful if you can do a day a week at minimum for the next month. So any further questions you have, I'd be delighted to answer. And please fill out this form. It will really help us to be able to streamline how we work with our volunteer team. Fortunately, we've got a lot of applications, so we can take everyone, but it's useful to know how to place people effectively. And then really look forward to speaking with you briefly over a quick intro call, and we can take it from there. Again, thank you for your time and really look forward to working with you. So speak soon.